Human industrialization has greatly affected the environment and human health for several years. One way in specific is the use of diesel fuel. Diesel fuel is used in engines for trucks, boats, buses, electrical generation, etc., and releases a large amount of exhaust. This substance harms the health of the environment and of humans. Diesel exhaust releases many toxins into the air, including particulate matter, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, hydrocarbons, and more. This has a huge impact on the environment as it affects the ozone layer, supports acid rain, and overall climate change. Two main components of diesel: greenhouse gases. Diesel exhaust contributes greatly to the greenhouse gas effect, which is causing global warming. The toxins in diesel exhaust will affect humans with respiratory conditions, emphysema, lung cancer, and overall lung function. This could also cause cancer, heart problems, and premature death. Diesel itself is not harmful, however, the toxins released into the air from the exhaust are flammable, explosive, and can irritate the eyes, respiratory system, and skin. Overall, the use of diesel fuel causes issues in the environment and human health. This issue can easily be resolved by finding a substitute for diesel fuel. But what substance will function as well as diesel fuel and will also be cleaner for humans and the environment? The answer to that is biodiesel. Biodiesel is a renewable energy source that can be used to replace petroleum diesel in many engines. Biodiesel is made up of vegetable oil, animal fats, and even grease from restaurants. This energy source will function just as well as petroleum diesel with little to no modification, and it is also cleaner by not producing as much pollutants and greenhouse gases. Where the use of petroleum diesel releases new carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, biodiesel simply releases carbon dioxide which was already present in the atmosphere, making it carbon dioxide neutral. So how is biodiesel better for the environment and human health? Well, biodiesel produces much lower levels of air pollutants than diesel exhaust. This is because diesel fuel needs to burn fossil fuels in order to work, whereas biodiesel does not involve burning fossil fuels, therefore producing much less carbon dioxide. This could possibly reduce carbon dioxide emissions by about 80%. The use of biodiesel results in cleaner air for humans to breathe and lowers the risk of respiratory conditions. Overall, biodiesel produces much less toxins, resulting in a healthier environment for all organisms. Now you must be wondering, how is biodiesel even produced? So here's a lab showing how easy it is to produce fuel from natural oils. First, I put on all my safety equipment such as my lab coat, hair tie, gloves, and goggles. Then I gathered all of my materials including vegetable oil, sodium hydroxide also known as lye crystals, and methanol also known as methyl hydroxide. Then all quantities of the materials were measured using a scale, graduated cylinders, and a thermometer. Now we have 400 milliliters of vegetable oil at 60 degrees Celsius, 1.75 grams of sodium hydroxide, and 100 milliliters of methanol. The measured sodium hydroxide is poured into the measured methanol. Here's what it looks like. Stirring the mixture with a stir stick will cause the mixture to become a solution that looks like this. The sodium hydroxide and methanol solution was then poured into the measured vegetable oil. Here's what this looks like. This mixture is now shaken well to mix the substances. Now here's the solution. The solution must rest for about 24 hours. After resting for about 24 hours, here's what the mixture looks like. As you can see, there are two layers to the mixture. The bottom layer is glycerin, which is a substance used in soap, and the top layer is the biodiesel that would be used to fuel an engine. After the bottom layer of glycerin is removed, we finally have our biodiesel, which is ready to power an engine. Fun facts! When biodiesel is produced from restaurant grease for making fries, the exhaust that comes from the engine smells just like fries. Also, an experiment to determine if biodiesel actually works was done in an episode of Mythbusters. In conclusion, biodiesel is an excellent substitution for petroleum diesel fuel. Biodiesel works just as well as diesel fuel, is a renewable source of energy, and releases less greenhouse gases into the air. This is overall safer for humans and the environment.